right, it's always about trying to figure out the best way to configure these digital cameras. There tends to be a lot of arms and a lot of cables and a lot of accessories. Even in my film days, I remember that camera weighing about 40 to 70 pounds sometimes, with all the panatapes and monitors and follow focuses and MDRs and all these things that are on there. So what I want to kind of do is take the bare bones, which we have a brain, and this is like an absolute nuclear supercomputer. There's not much that this small little body cannot do. And the cool thing about having something this small is you can build it as big or as small as you want it. Now, a film I did just recently, The Babysitter, we physically mounted this camera 6K with a Leica R mount. So we ripped this off and put an EF mount on here, and we were able to physically mount it with the doggy cam body mount, and we got this incredible world as he walked, because he saw this insane act where somebody just stabbed somebody with these knives in this guy's head, and after that effect, we wanted his world flipped upside down. So when you have a camera that only weighs 4 pounds, you're enabled to do those types of things. And this is what's so exciting about this new age of cameras that are very small. Now, we have a lot of crazed young shooters at Hurlbut Visuals, and this is what we call our Rage Cam, or what I like to call the millennial setup. It's the very small bare bones of a camera system. You have your EF mount, you have your bracketry to be able to hold it in tight like this if you want. I'm using my 3 points of contact, and I can suck it really close so I'm able to keep it nice and stabilized. I have the monitor here, so if I want to do low shots tracking with people, I immediately can go into low mode. And the cool thing about this handle is Red really addressed the millennials. I'm able to pull focus on the thing. I'm able to change all my settings. I'm able to change my iris on this handle. I have hot buttons, A, B, C, and D, that change white balance, that go into magnify. All this stuff, it's all right here, all at your fingertips. So you can really get in there and see, I can scroll to, whatever, 5600, now I click it, then I can change that very quickly. All these hot buttons, you can assign whatever the heck you want for you. So this build is very compact, and the blue-shaped battery conforms perfectly to the build. So it's not sticking up high, because a lot of times I like to spin the handle this way, so especially if the lens is a little lighter, so I have it back here. So, running with it, I want to spin that handle. I can't do it with those high batteries, but this conforms beautifully. And you got your P-taps if you want to do wireless follow focus or whatever you'd like. But this setup is pretty rocking. It's very small, it's very compact. It's how you get your rage on. I just love that it's got this rubber grip right here and rubber grip on here. It just feels really good and quick. Immediately spin my aperture. I can get my focus. Oh, there, I'm getting that in focus nice. I like to have my cameras lined up like guns on a rack. On my features, we're rolling out with 6, 10, 15, 19 cameras, and they're all in different configurations. There's gonna be that time where you're like, just grab that. Well, boom, I got everything. I got my lens. I can control all my exposure. I can control focus. Everything's right here, very compact, and I can go grab that shot very quickly. And I have accessories I can add on to this package as well. So if I want to take the millennial build and I want to break it down, I can also go for a cage. I tell you, I have tried so many of these cages. We've tried the Tilta and spark shot out of it. We've tried the red cage, which is very minimal. There's not a lot of accessories. The Move Cam has a hot swap, and it gives you 140 seconds to take the battery off and put it back on. You have a beautiful sliding base plate that's ergonomically built into this cage system, and you have an awesome top plate that has many different ports for you to go SDI, auxiliary out, HDMI out. It just makes it very nice and very compact. So you're still keeping the camera very, very small. But this kind of gets you all dialed in with a very minimal build where there's no cables to this system. You're clamping this right on to the top of the red, and these brass pins right here connect to there and enables it, so you don't need any onboard cable. This goes directly in with this adapter, so you don't need any cables to engage the EVF, and the handle doesn't require any cables. So all of this is just very, very tight, the just rip and go kind of rig, which is what I really like about this thing, other than how it looks sometimes when the ragers get involved. Hell, you got to embrace technology and the future. And millennials, they all have a part in it.